Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on Toned In Entertainment, where we love pop culture. Today we have a new comic book series to look at by Scout Comics with Rabid World Issue number 1. Now, right off the bat, I think when any of us hear about a new comic book series that involves some type of outbreak and people becoming zombie-like, the first thing we're going to think about is The Walking Dead. But writer Todd Cinani will try to get across right off the bat here in issue number 1 that this outbreak is like nothing we've ever seen, and that this rapidly spreading outbreak is of unknown origins and there's no answers as to what it is. Off the top of this issue, we will see a man attending to his dog Buster after getting into what the man believes that someone must be spraying some type of toxin in the air because he woke up in the morning with his trees covered in what the man describes as brown crap. With no time to waste, the man will try to get Buster to the vet, but things are going to take a turn for the worst. The man will be found on the side of the road by another driver who will call for an ambulance just after 9 a.m. And then we're going to see just how quickly the transformation begins as this man begins having rapid temperature fluctuations in the hospital just 3 hours later at 12:13 p.m. And by 9:57 p.m., let's just say it appears that chaos has completely broken out inside the hospital. The one thing that the creators of Rabid World are hinting to is that it might be some type of rabies outbreak, as they go into explanation of how an animal can contract it, then react to it and transfer it. And even though rabies currently doesn't affect humans, with just a slight tweak in its genetic mutation, that could all change. Now, just looking at this cover and with the series being called Rabid World, I was expecting some zombie carnage, and thankfully the creators did not disappoint, as we'll follow 4 friends who will have to use their survival instincts as they are on the run from what looks like dozens of these rabid humans in order to make it to temporary safety. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving Rabid World issue number 1 an 8 out of 10. While I do enjoy a good zombie type story, it's hard to come up with something original. So I'm curious to see how this dilemma will differ and evolve over time, but it's definitely piqued my interest enough to come back for issue number 2. And while I did enjoy the story, the art here done by Oleg Okunev has gone with a more monotone style with splashes of color throughout that help bring us into the gloomy days, but yet at the same time pop enough as to not make it dull. Now, what exactly are the CDC's plans of putting a brake on the spread of the rabidness that has not only affected Maryland, but from all reports is now spreading around the globe? Well, we're going to have to wait just a bit, as issue number 2 of Rabid World is scheduled to be released in June of 2021. Alright guys, well, that's going to wrap up this comic book review for Rabid World issue number 1. Now, if you read this issue, what did you think? Comment down below. And if you didn't and you're into zombie type stories, go ahead and give this one a shot. I thought it was really well done and a good starting point. I just wish we didn't have to wait 3 months for issue number 2, but hopefully the wait will be worth it. Now, this week here on the channel, I'm reviewing 4 comics. In addition to Rabid World, we have Harley Quinn issue number 1. That review is coming next, but already up here on the channel, we have Alien issue number 1 and Vietnam Horror issue number 1. All number 1s this week here on the channel. Alright guys, if you like comic book reviews like this, make sure you stay tuned in here to Toned In Entertainment for future videos.
Subscribe to the channel. Do it. Go now. Do it now.